Hello.
Hi, darling. The sound is great. Just gonna run it. Good morning. All right. Have a great show. Here we go.
off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pei.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balance with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio Station, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Tiki Live, Rumble, Podchaser, Spreaker, Streaker, and more. Why so many places? Because I want to maximize my splatter zone for more hope and happiness. So there's no gossip here, there's no scandal, and there's no K words, no Kanye talk, no P. Diddy talk. In fact, I want to balance out all that bad news out there, and you're not going to hear any kind of headline that is out there right now because most of it is negative. And I do believe that the more happy we are, the more healthy we are. And that's why this show, they said, wouldn't last more than, let's see, a year, and 665 consecutive weeks later, I'm still here. So glad to be here, and so glad that I have my fabulous co-host here today for Straight Talk with Dr. Marissa. And
my name is Ricky Rebel. Hello, everyone.
And those of you who don't know who Ricky Rebel is, where have you been? He is an amazing, we're celebrating pretty much a year anniversary of knowing each other now. I had no clue. I was told he was made big by someone who wasn't in his life very long, but he on his own and through a lot of hard work, and as Chinese will say, success is opportunity matching preparedness. And he's been working really hard to bring you incredible music for a little while. I'm not going to say how long because we're both ageless, but he's a Billboard Top 40 recording artist, is seen on tour with Britney Spears. He's been a Grammy member since 2017, part of the voting membership for the Recording Academy. He was discovered by Michael Jackson, signed to his label on Sony, and later signed to Madonna's record label, Maverick Records. Please welcome to my studio, Ricky Rebel. Back to the studio. Where is my applause? There it is. Good morning, darling.
Good morning, Dr. Marissa. How are you?
I'm happy and grateful. Thank you. I am super happy to connect with you. We this is a good way, is to make you a co-host so that we can connect more often. And you look fabulous, and we match again without telling each other what we're going to wear. And I love that. Happens every time, and I just love the fact that we do that. I'm just going to put this up here. I have forgotten to. I just flew back from San Francisco to celebrate Happy New Year's with my two daughters who live up in the NorCal, and so flew back and have just been like one step behind the docket. So I apologize for the little bit of fun this morning, but look, we've got great welcomers already. Destiny Rose was here.
Destiny
started. Frank Snyder's here again. Oh,
what's up, Frank? Good to see you again.
Two of my favorite people. I love that. Thank you so much. And as the eyeballs are coming in, I absolutely love. Oh, look at this. I accidentally not accidentally made the color of our banners also match.
Ooh.
And I've not done that. I don't even know how I did that, but that's kind of cool. Somebody's taking care of me as I catch up to myself. But peace, love, and joy. Yes, let's get started with breakfast. Those of you who don't know the drill, we start every show with taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich. And Ricky will be helping me eat breakfast this morning. Top of the bun, things that I'm grateful for that are outside of myself. And then bottom of the bun, because I like it on the bottom, things that we're grateful for inside of ourselves. Not that inside, but the inside that we appreciate about ourselves. So, Ricky, what are you grateful for on the top of the bun?
Top of my bun. I am grateful for this party I'm going to today. It's a Grammy gifting suite party, pre-Grammy party. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I love gifting suites. They're really nice. You know, you get the VIP treatment, you get some really cool gifts and whatnot. I get to meet some pretty cool people in the industry. So I'll be doing that after our show today.
And anything that you don't want, you can pass on to your favorite co-host.
Okay. I will let you know. Because I have a lot of gifts that are just kind of there.
Right. Then they have my name on it.
Like candles, for instance. I cannot have candles because my house will burn down. Because there's just no way that I will remember.
Okay, I'll take them. My older daughter loves candles. So,
good.
Yes. I am grateful that I got to spend Chinese New Year's with my daughters, and it was wonderful. And as you can tell, just so you know, it's still considered Chinese New Year for 15 days after the 29th of January, the Lunar New Year. So to wear red, yellow, and green are good luck, good fortune. So a little bit, if you want to maybe wear red tonight or something, you can say, that's because Dr. Marissa is my Chinese connection.
I love that. Isn't it the year of the snake, right?
It is the year of the snake, which stands for introspection, renewal, transformation, growth. So it's right up our alley. And if you are a snake, a rabbit, a tiger, or an ox, this is an extra special year for you, because we have that in our makeup already. So, yeah. What are you again? I forgot.
I'm a monkey.
Monkey. My daughter's boyfriend is also a monkey. That's a lucky year for you too. Oh, that's great. What else are you grateful for?
I am grateful for you, my love. It's so good to see you. Every time I come on the show, it feels like a breath of fresh air. It really gets me back it's my positive fix. I get my positivity fix. Like, tap me in.
Oh, you're tapped in. You're tapped in.
And then I keep that for a long period of time. So for a whole week.
Well, usually Ricky's on every other week, which is the first and third Friday. However, this is the fifth Friday. I didn't even realize it until my other co-host said, am I supposed to be on? I'm like, nope, it's Ricky. And then next week will be Ricky again, because it's the first and third. So I get to see you
double whammy.
Double whammy.
Good. Okay, great. My take will get too low then.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Hop SH, for the happy Chinese New Year as well. It's a fun thing to look at. A lot of people are very familiar with the regular or normal horoscope, but it's really interesting to kind of see what the stars say in the Chinese lunar calendar. Do you know what a monkey is? I mean, everybody knows
what it's about. The
monkey. Do you know your traits as the year of the monkey? Oh, good.
Yeah, I know that we are curious people. We are intelligent people. We like to play, and we like to be a little mischievous.
Yes, it's exactly. They are.
They go with money too. Good luck with money.
Well-rounded and fun. They will be sun in a cloudy day. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
They're intelligent and witty. And also, just like the rat, they are deep thinkers. Man, this has you down.
Yeah.
These people are stable for any career and are good drawers. Artistic. Isn't that interesting? That sounds just like you, Ricky. I couldn't have written that more accurately. Yeah. And for me, I have unique qualities that shape who I am, including hard work, reliability, practicality, patience. That's wrong. I do not have the P word in my dictionary. The last time I prayed for patients, I got teenagers. Determination and loyalty. I'm known for being hardworking and reliable,
Uh-huh.
strong and steady workers who don't mind putting in an effort to get things done. Does that sound like me?
Yeah. What is that animal?
That's an ox. I
The
am an
ox.
ox. Yes,
Mm.
hardworking. And AJ is here.
Hello,
Welcome,
AJ. Good morning.
AJ. And Anthony H. Oh no, is this the same? AJ, you have
Ish.
two names. Yes,
Yeah.
one on Facebook and one on.
He's doing a double whammy. He's watching them
Yes,
both,
he is.
giving us maximum viewage. That is my AJ.
I love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's go to the bottom of the button, which is what do you like about yourself? And this one, Ricky's come so far. He really didn't like this part of the exercise the first time I sprung it on him. And now he's getting better at it. He's still a little tough on himself, a little tougher than I'd like him to be.
It's
but
tough.
he is doing better to own your 88% fabulousness. I think that we'd have world peace if every single person actually liked themselves more than they were hard on themselves. And so that's why I'm on a mission, Happy 88 mission, 88 million more happy people in the next 8 years to accomplish that. So what we do is bottom of the button. What do you like about yourself that you can do this before you go to bed at night and you'll get a better night's sleep than thinking about what you forgot to do and how you didn't do this or who done you wrong, which guarantees a bad night's sleep. So, Ricky, would you like to start? What do you like about yourself?
Great. I thought about this yesterday because I knew you'd be asking me. So what I like about myself is my flexible nature mixed with my strict nature. So I can be both constricting and also flexible in my life. I have a very strong part of me that's able to say, disciplined side, and then I have a very flexible side as well. So it's cool to be both. Yeah.
And that I'll just piggyback on that. I appreciate my ability to be all about balance. It's been this way for all my professional career. I actually sat down with a guy who was a talent agent sort of guy, and he asked me what my brand was, and I'm like, this is 30 years ago. And I'm like, I have no clue. We weren't even talking about branding at that time. But I told him maybe 20 years ago, I told him all the things that I speak about as a motivational speaker, my message, what I teach in grad school, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh, you're all about balance. And I went, oh, so yeah, I love the fact that I know that life is not as simple as, why does welfare not work? And there's one answer. That's not, why did the fires happen? There's one answer. Everything is a system. So I'm a systemic philosopher. I'm a systemic thinker. I know that it's a system in place. There's more than one reason that anything happens. So let's not jump so quickly to force an answer that is limiting. So
interesting. Doesn't Tai Chi teach that idea that there's energy within us that is masculine and feminine and kind of balancing that within us?
That is absolutely true. And my Chinese mother's middle name was Tao. And Tao is that yin yang balance, which was kind of weird. And my Chinese middle name, Bei Nian Feng, Nian is learned and Feng is phoenix. So it's rising out of the ashes. So those of you who don't know, I'm one of the 7 out of 10 of us who came from childhood trauma. And out of the ashes, I do not regret anything that happened to me, beaten to the point of being in a hospital and told I'm fat and ugly, and understanding that all of those things created who I am. And I don't regret that at all, because the strength that comes from that, the resilience, and my mouthpiece that is out there, doing what a Chinese woman should not be doing, which is in front of camera, speaking out, but speaking out in terms of loving yourself and positive self-care and believing, not just affirmations, which are nice, but if you don't believe them, they really don't do anything. So that's my work. So I'll finish that, what I like about myself with that.
Beautiful, beautiful. I like being bold. That's my favorite word. And that's the best part about me when I'm fearless and I go for it 100%. It happens a lot when I'm on stage. And it happens occasionally in real life as well. Or like when I'm wearing bold fashion. Fashion is a very easy way for me to be fearless. That's just, you put it on and I really don't care what people think if I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't matter.
Yes, you got a heart for that one. We've been getting hearts and fingers. People giving us the finger, not that one, but
Yay!
this one.
Good one.
And the best news is my cashew gallery is actually participating in taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich. So
great.
we have, AJ, what he likes about himself
I love
is,
that.
let's see, is it coming up? There it is. I like that no matter how much I go through, I always make it. That's beautiful.
You do.
Hop says, I appreciate that he doesn't give up or she doesn't give up. And that they learn something new. I love it. I love learning new things. That is one of my favorite things in the world. Let's see. And there's another one. AJ has reached 5 years cancer free.
Yay, awesome.
Where is it?
We love you, AJ.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. And we've got a right on here from Hop. And then let's see. I didn't want to miss this. Hop wants you to have a fun time at the Grammys pre-party. So
appreciate that.
Yay. Well, that is just fabulous. Thank you for joining us for breakfast this morning. If you would like, I do this every morning. I'm on every weekday morning at 9. Even when Ricky's not here, we start every show this way so that you can sandwich your day in the most positive way. So thank you for joining us for breakfast. And now for the topic of the day. Everything is awesome. Ricky, what's the topic of the day?
It's stress.
Stress is. Oh, go ahead.
A PhD in it. Master.
Stress is the definition of stress is when you wake up screaming and you weren't asleep in the first place.
That's funny.
I don't know where I got that, but I love that definition. So,
speaking of stress, you want to talk about stress?
Yes.
Doing my hair and makeup today for this show was stressful.
Well, it was worth it because honestly, I was going to mention this before. Your hair looks like perfect.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. The skin is skinning. The hair is hairing. It just, it just took me a longer, you know what I mean? It was a process. Did you watch the movie? I know you have not, but I want you to watch it. It's called The Substance by Demi Moore.
It's on my docket for, what night is it today?
I need you to watch this film.
Saturday night. You're
going to be so scared, and I love it, but I want you to power through it. Get past the gore and into the story of this woman who is just in that mirror. There's a scene where she's just like, she cannot get her makeup right no matter what she does. Man, I know some of us have been there, especially women or LGBT men. Just in that mirror, like, the frustration, the stress that comes out of, wanting something. You have a vision in your head of what you want or how you want it to do. And look, when it comes to all that stuff, like I'm a dude. Straight up for makeup, like I had to learn. I'm such a dude. I'm not like naturally the way that women know how to do it, and a lot of gay men, they know how to do their makeup just flawlessly and stuff. Like I'm pretty rock and roll with it. I just smudge my eyes. I go, ugh, whatever. So I've had to learn over time. I was sponsored by MAC Cosmetics for a while, and also another brand, Must Have Makeup, and that was a lot of fun. They would give me product all of the time, and when they would come to all of my shoots and teach me a lot about the basics of makeup. I learned a lot from Glenn Allen, who, shout out to him, Emmy award-winning makeup artist, drag queen, performer, entertainer. I love him. Glenn, he taught me a lot about the golden ratio. I took his makeup class and how like the eyebrows need to be up here, darkened in this like perfect from the nose up to here. This needs to be dark. This needs to be dark to accentuate the golden ratio. Our faces have like we can create like Michelangelo, I believe, discovered, or was it Da Vinci? It might have been Da Vinci. Can we look that up, please?
Yeah. Golden ratio. Golden ratio.
Golden ratio for our faces.
Okay.
And it's like a bunch of lines that if we create those shapes with makeup, we can create a better, a more beautiful looking appearance.
Yep. It's here. Let's see if I can pull this up and you can actually see it. Let me make it a little bit bigger. The ideal face measurement is considered the golden ratio, which should equal 1.6. This means a beautiful person's face is about 1.5 times longer than it is wide. Interesting.
Can we see the images? Because I want to show you that there's like a graph.
Okay.
Yeah. See that one
this one
to the right with the human being, or like the lines. It's not really a human being.
This one.
It's like a sketch.
This one?
Not that one. It's that one.
Okay.
See, that's like a part of it. And then he shows like the lines where they go.
Interesting.
Marilyn Monroe had a lot of the golden ratio face structure. So he would teach us how to create more using dimensions, using light and dark shadows and whatnot. But anyway, I've not been doing makeup at all.
This says how celebrity faces would look if they fit the golden ratio.
Oh my gosh,
that's funny. That's hilarious. Oh my Lord, who's that?
There's the perfect ratio, you guys.
Yeah, I don't think
See, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, we don't want that for you. That's so funny. Let's see, who's this? This is Ryan. Oh,
what is he?
That's interesting. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not doing that to my face. But anyway.
That's stressful. It's stressful.
It's stressful. It's stressful, but only if you have a perfect standard for yourself. So I'm glad you brought this up, that there's two kinds of stress. There's many kinds of stress. But if I look at, there's externally induced stress and internally induced stress. So the fires, that's an externally induced stress, right? It's done to you. You can't control it. You didn't ask for it. It was not planned. It's not a result of, you making it up, sort of thing. That's an external stress. Internal stress is, it can happen to two different people, but you're going to make a big deal out of it and make it a stressor. That's internally induced stress. So for some people who are not they don't really give a flying through a rolling donut, like how they look most of the time, they're like, this is how I look and I'm okay. They're not going to be internally stressed about the golden ratio.
My man is that guy. My man is that person. He does not care what he looks like at all.
And he's good looking and naturally good looking. Yeah. So, but and here's the thing, if you are staying in, oh no, I don't want to go to solution yet. We're still in the first half. Well, we're almost out. But what are some things that are causing stress for people right now? Because I really want to, anchor the reality and put the moose on the table. Y'all know about that. That's my Canadian version of talking about
Yeah.
the elephant in the room.
We gotta
But
get
let's
some-
be real. Let's be real for the next 5 minutes.
All right. All right.
Just put down all the things that you are either stressed with, or if you don't want to admit it, say, my friend is stressed about blank. Okay. So here we go.
Okay, let's talk about social media. I think that stresses people out a little bit, right?
Yes.
Or a lot of it.
Mhm.
Seeing what's going on in the world, stories, or you. How about this one? I've been going through. Like I'll say I'll watch a crazy video about somebody's perspective on something. In my opinion, it's like out of control, like not at all what I think, right? So I'm like, okay, and I do a comment to counter that, whatever it is they were saying. I just do my point of view. The hate that comes back is just ding, 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 notification, notification, notification. And sometimes some of my comments get like 10,000 likes. One of my comments got 10,000 likes recently. It's just crazy. But if you have a lot of likes, you're going to get a bunch of hate comments on it. So yeah, it's stressful to I think for some people more than others to read hateful comments about, they try to go for the jugular. They try to attack the things that they think are gonna really hurt you. I think that's stressful. I think what we're reading about, in the news, I think, of course, the news does a great job of making sure that everybody is completely stressed out, and they're so great at lying and covering up or creating false narratives, and they're out of control. The news is such a crazy situation, and we all know that. But
except for my show.
Except for this isn't news. This is entertainment, baby.
Well, this is news too. It's the good news. It's the good news channel.
Oh, you're right. The good news about life. Yes.
Thank you. But
it's a different side of news, right? Exactly. I agree with you.
If it bleeds, it leads. If it bleeds, it leads.
They want you to be scared.
They want you to say,
be concerned.
What is wrong with people? Or the world is going to heck in a handbasket. That's right. the measure of how good the news is. The more sensational, the more worst case scenario, the more fear mongering, fear reacting, the better. It's my big brother Michael Bernard Beckwith calls it media is the weapon of mass distraction too. So what is important in your life? We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about someone else's divorce that means nothing to you. We're going to talk about someone else's war that means
that we can't do anything about on a personal level.
Exactly.
At this time.
Exactly. So Hop's helping here with things. Oh, I love the Aurora Borealis in your thumbnail. That's on my bathtub list to do. Not buckets are too small.
What is it?
It's Aurora Borealis. Have you heard of that before? It's this natural. Do you see the thumbnail from Hop?
Oh, his thumbnail?
Yes. Look at how pretty that is. See the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Aurora Borealis. That's a natural occurring Mother Nature cool thing.
Amazing.
Okay. Anyways, inflation, work, savings, and politics is what stresses him out. Those are all stressful.
Got it. Money is a big deal for the world, always.
Yes.
Unless you're really, really, really rich. And even they have money problems because they have high overhead.
They've got a big nut to cover.
Yeah. It's like the more money you have, the more money you make, the more people you have to pay off. And, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. So money's a stressor. Politics a stressor. No matter which
getting
side
older
you're
is a stressor. Sorry. Getting older is a stressor. Like, like the pain you're feeling here and there. The fear of death is the biggest stress of all.
Not for me. Not for me, but for you.
Can I put the moose on the table for a second? That's a moose drop if there ever was.
I don't know.
That's where honestly, that's where all stress comes from, in my opinion. That's what
the fear of death.
Yeah.
Oh no.
somebody told me that fear is just, who was it? Oh, the greatest choreographer of all time. His name is Jamie King, who directed Madonna's tours. And I worked with him when I was in the pop group No Authority, which we are having a reunion, by the way. No Authority's coming
Yay.
back, baby. I'm producing them. Um,
Yay.
so
I found my moose.
you found the moose. Oh yeah.
My cleaning lady put it in this.
Jamie King had a theory that all fear, I don't know if you believe this. I don't know if I believe it either, but all
Okay.
fear is the fear of death. The fear of, like, for instance, like if we go
Extinction?
down to like, okay, I lose all my money, what happens? Okay, I end up being poor on the streets. Oh, and then what happens? Oh, and then I'm gonna be hungry and I'm gonna starve. And then what happens? Oh, I'm gonna starve to death. So if you go down the line,
Everything ends up at death.
everything ends up like that. Oh,
Uh-huh.
if you get ostracized from your community for thinking these thoughts and you come out as like did what I did, then you're gonna get ostracized from the community, and then you're gonna be outed, and then you're gonna be like it's instinct, like, oh, you're gonna be out in the woods, and then what's gonna happen? You're gonna be all on your own, and then you're gonna starve to death, and then you're gonna die, you're gonna get eaten by the wolves, and you're gonna die. So everything is like this like fear of being othered to the point where we're on our own. I read this in a book as well, that where we're on our own, cannot survive on our own, and somehow we die because of that.
hmm I've heard this theory. I think it's the
What
fear of
theory is it?
extinction. The fear of extinction. Like the worst thing is that you are no longer alive, right? That
Yeah,
extinction. And the caveman days, that's why we have a reaction to things that are different, because it could eat you. Right? A woolly mammoth, he could eat you. So you better notice differences, right? That's how we
right.
react to differences. And usually we don't
Stress.
react to differences in a positive way. It's either fight or flight. Neither one of them is a positive reaction, right? That's why we have racism and prejudice, because we see differences as scary, as a threat to us,
Our
and they're not.
survival.
And they're not, right? I haven't seen a woolly mammoth in a while. So
Yeah, we're
that's why, when I do the work on diversity, it's like, can we approach differences? Not necessarily, you don't have to love them, but can we be curious about them instead of hate them automatically,
or
or
fear them.
fear them? Yeah. And
Right.
fear just stands for future events already ruined. And going back to that theme, is that's the greatest fear and stress. Sure, nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to be taken out and no longer have this breath of life to do things and to be and to enjoy life. No one wants that. But there's a healthy fear of death that keeps you from walking in front of moving cars.
Right.
And then there's an unhealthy fear, which is being so afraid of physical or emotional annihilation that
Mm.
you isolate in your house. You don't get involved in relationships.
Yep.
You are constantly worried. And my favorite Native American saying is, worry is like a prayer for bad things to happen. So if you're a
Mhm.
worry wart and you wake up and the first thing you think of is, oh no, what's happened to this? And oh no, what's going to happen to this? And oh no, what's going to happen in anything? And you're automatically afraid. You are translating that stress into your body. And I know now, because they've done studies, it's not a hypothesis, you will develop some physical illness
Oh yeah.
because your cells cannot sustain prolonged stress without if you think of them as little cells, and you keep
Mm.
pushing that stress, they go, and they're not going to digest your food. They're not going
No.
to heal,
Mm.
infections. They're not going to, it's now a fact. Mayo Clinic, Harvard Medical School. It's no longer just a theory. So if you want to stay healthy, the first thing you got to do is
Manage
stop
stress.
watching the news.
Manage stress.
Tune into my show. No, it is so dangerous to wake up with the news on.
I'm guilty.
Because the first thing you do is, what do, Ricky? You go, oh my God.
No, but I have the best days when I don't. You're right. The more I wait and wait and wait before I turn that on, the better. If I just wait and wait and wait, because I don't want to not know what's happening, because I feel like it's exciting, and I feel like it's a very exciting time to be alive, and very exciting things are happening in the world, and I'm more like a story. It's more like I want to tune into this mini series. It's like very interesting. Like, oh, look at and plus I love theater and I love drama. What are we talking about here? I love drama. So if I see somebody on that stand who's fighting for their lives, or the other one who's like, okay, I gotta get this. I gotta, I'm gonna get the whole.
I am drama, therefore I am.
Very seductive. So I have to be mindful of that my love for drama should be saved for the acting class, or maybe
it's okay to have
on
some.
stage.
It makes you feel alive, like I am drama, therefore I am. But just know that your own body cannot sustain that level of constant stress. It's just not good for you.
And it's not
right?
fun. It's really not fun over time. It's just, what I've been really loving to do, actually, to counteract the news or getting into all of that, is comedy. Comedy is a really good way of doing the exact opposite of politics, because it's like they can tap into little issues that are happening in the world, but they do it in a way that is just, it makes everyone laugh at ourselves, laugh at our own stupid views, laugh at each other's stupid views, and kind of make fun of each other, laugh at our own, I believe everybody is a little racist. I mean, whatever. Everybody, we all have our own, we're all judgmental and prejudiced in our own ways, laugh at certain things that are uncomfortable to think about of our society. And then we make fun of it. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh my God, yeah. Like, we find that we're all human and that this is just a human thing. And we can make fun of it. So I've been watching a lot of comedy.
Yeah, that's
lately.
great. That's great.
And I've been surrounding myself with, people who are in that field as well. Models of comedy. We just did a show to raise money for the LA fires. It was a lot of fun. I did my version of comedy. I sang a song called "Hey Big Spender." And
is that the one where you got on the chair and did your booty thing?
Yeah, I gave that guy a lap dance. That was my version of comedy. But in the future, I want to have like a few jokes and like maybe some knock jokes or something like in the middle, like nasty. That's what I like about comedy too. For me, it's like the nastier, the better, the more offensive, the better. So that's why I was really upset when that whole era was happening, where people were like, you can't say that, you can't do that, we're going to cancel you, the cancel culture vibe. I'm glad that we've kind of, we've gotten over that, and where more and more people are just saying what they want to say. And I love that. And so stress.
Yeah.
What do I do to stay?
We're going to take a quick break.
Okay, take a break.
For news, weather, and traffic. And when we come back, now that we're fully stressed out, we set the scene very well. We're going to come back and talk about how do we or de-stress ourselves. You've been tuned in to Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa and
Ricky Rebel.
Yeah, we'll be right back for news, weather, and traffic. Don't go away. It's a very quick break. And when we come back, we'll get into the solution. It's all about balance, peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pei.
And we're back. You are tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News Radio, #1 talk in the IE. Thank you very much. And home to the Asian Oprah, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, and of course, my YouTube TV channel. If you free subscribe, I just started doing this. You know how everybody does that, and give me one of these. That would be great. Helps offset some of the costs of the broadcast, and it supports this mission for more hope and happiness. And you're tuned into my favorite series and my favorite Friday every other week co-host. I won't know when get in trouble. Fabulous Ricky Rebel. Welcome back to the studio. Wrong one. Anyways, I am applause happy. I do want to tell you that I'm actually going to be performing tonight. I forgot to tell you at the Hollywood Comedy. And
what? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. So I didn't tell people on purpose because I'm practicing the jokes, because I'm actually performing on the 7th down here in Long Beach. I would love to have you come, but it's I know it's every year
Comedy?
I do a Love Yourself Get Happy Hour, and it's going to be Friday the 7th from 4 to 7 at a trunk shop, so you can shop and imbibe and have some
trunk
snacks
shop,
and listen to my comedy. I am, I put that in my intentions last year to do stand-up. I am a motivational speaker that thinks she's funny. My husband told me I wasn't funny every other day, but I'm owning my funny, and now I would like to try stand-up comedy that motivates.
Yeah.
So I have a routine called Swiper No Swiping. So obviously it's about dating. It used to be called Dating in HD. Do you know what HD stands for? Hope, disappointment. Hope, disappointment. Hope.
Hope and disappointment.
Yeah. So anyway, so if you're in Hollywood, you can come check me out tonight.
Cool. I'm so proud of you that you're testing that muscle.
I am.
Comedy is no joke. It's like, it's intense.
No joke.
Serious work.
That was cute. Did you do that on purpose? Comedy is no joke.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, it's very good.
Thank you.
Anyways, let's see. How do we de-stress? How do we manage our stress? We've got a great suggestion here. Hop
music,
like music, ASMR. What's that? ASMR.
Look that up.
I don't know. And other things to distress and relax. And AJ, let's see. I just wanted to address this. Leo and AJ want your music on the show, and I would love to do that. The only problem is every time we've tried to do it, the copyright goes and slams me. And then if I get too many of those, we're all off the air. So that's why I agree with you. Ricky's music is fabulous. If you're on my social, I play Ricky's music behind the promos. So just to address that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
I've got a ton of music on Spotify and iTunes. Now, I got a new band I'm producing called Super Deluxe Vibe Machine. It's a disco album we're making. It's like a house music, actually.
Nice. Okay, Ricky, how do you de-stress?
I de-stress, number one. I have the best masseuse on the planet. Shout out to Michelangelo. I found him in Ojai. This man comes over, and I swear he has magic hands. It's out of control. I was going to say the O word.
Octopus?
It's like an O word for my body, but not like in a sexual way.
Okay, I know exactly what it is.
I mean, what are we going to talk about here?
Yeah. Oh, you got another love here from someone new that just popped in. Pam Gibbons always rocks. Thank you. Nice. Yeah. So good idea. Massage is a good de-stressor. That's something that you can help relax you.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
So for me, I love playing games. when I play mahjong or I play solitaire
Cool.
or I used to play Candy Crush.
Cool.
And I was second, almost went to the finals in London, England, and then didn't make it. So I don't play Candy Crush anymore.
Aw.
If I can't be number one, no.
Me too.
So I use things to distract myself from the stressor, and the only danger is, if I get too hooked up into it, then, I'm lost in that activity. So I have to, watch myself and not lose time doing something that really is not productive, but
Yeah.
it does de-stress me. So that helps too.
Yeah. Video games are really good for your mind as well, right? Keeping it active.
Yep.
Studies have shown.
Yep.
What I love to do stress, I love to work out. I love to work.
I just
Hey, look at that. He just got it. Working
you're on the
out
same.
is like, it's so important to beat yourself up
Yeah.
in a good way.
I love
At the gym. I really like to get all my stress out with weight training. I do a lot of weight training. It's good. Feels good. I don't do a lot of cardio, but I do some cardio, and I think that's really great for breathing, getting the air, oxygen in your body.
I did 43 minutes of bike this
Oh,
morning.
you're a biker, huh? 43.
Just cardio bike, in the gym.
Uh-huh.
So I did that. I usually do the pool, but I was feeling a little bit. I was on a plane yesterday, and I think whenever you come back off of a plane, because I didn't wear a mask, I probably should have. But
Yeah.
anyways, I didn't want to go out in the pool this morning, so I just did the bike.
You look great. You don't look sick at all.
Oh, thank you.
Nobody would ever.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like that zit factor thing.
Are you like
I
that
tell you
when you
about.
get sick and nobody knows?
Yeah.
That's what
yeah,
I am.
Yeah.
I
I
can
don't
get like
want
deathly ill, and the face is great. Everybody goes like, "Oh, no, no, no," but like nobody
right.
I feel really bad, and it just
Yeah.
doesn't show on my
Yeah.
face or anything.
And I'm so glad that you brought that up, because this is an important tip for stress. When you are feeling stressed, one of the worst things you can do is pretend that you're not stressed, is to pretend like
Mm,
everything's okay. And then you shove down the stress, you shove down the worry, and then it gets infected, and then it'll reach a certain critical point, and then you blow up. For those of you who watch Seinfeld, there's one episode with George Costanza's father who all through the program goes, "Serenity now." So no matter what happens, serenity now. And then at the end, he blows up, right? So when you are stressed, the best thing to do is to acknowledge and say, "I'm stressed right now." And then why am I stressed? Well, I'm watching worst case scenario on the news. So what's my first thing is to step away from the device and turn it off.
device, period.
Don't like what you're looking at. If
The
it's stressing
device.
you out,
Instagram.
walk away.
Instagram.
Walk away.
Put
Yes.
Instagram down. Why? Instagram is intense. Here's what I'm going to say about Instagram. Like, it's been so hard. Like, I haven't posted in like a week and a half or something because I don't know what to post. Like today, I'm going to go to an event. I'm going to the Grammys gifting suite. So obviously, I'm going to take some content. But for a full while, I'm stressing out. I'm like, I don't want to post old photos of myself. Like, I've got some great older content, but I'm like, I want people to know what's happening in my life right now. And I haven't done, I want to do some photo shoots and things like that. But stress is like, oh, what am I going to, and this is such first world problems, by the way. What am I going to post? It's stressing me out. No, but I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. Instagram is a place to promote your life. I mean, come on, and how great your life is. Everybody knows that. Everybody does that. Everybody is posturing on that platform. Get off of it. Get off of it, because you're seeing people in their best of the best of the best of photoshopped to the max. Madonna never posts a picture without Photoshop. Please. She looks like an AI robot. Okay, cool. Bottom line. everybody's putting the best of their life. So you can look at that and you'll be like, oh, I wish I were, oh, I put it away. It's time for yoga. It's time to get on that mat. It's time to meditate. And really, at the end of the day, that's the number one thing we should, in my opinion, we should all be doing, which I don't. But I will say there are moments where I can just close my eyes. Even right now, if I close my eyes with you for a minute, I would be like locked in to the source, locked in.
Good.
But we need that silence. We need that stillness.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the number one way to combat stress is to meditate.
Absolutely.
I was the least stressed out in my life when I was a full out transcendental meditation practicer. Michael Jackson told me to do transcendental meditation. So he gave me his coach or whatever. And they were always like the way you were talking about serenity now.
Yeah.
They were very calm all the time. It was 20 minutes of meditation in the morning and 20 minutes at night.
Yeah.
And that to me, that style of meditation is my favorite. I do not like being forced to visualize things, visualize places, visualize feelings. I don't want to do any of that choreography. I want to focus on my mantra and I want to say it over and over and over again. And I want to wrap my thought around the mantra and send it up like a balloon to the ether. That was what I was taught. So every single thought I have, I wrap it with the mantra that was given to me. You're given a specific mantra do you have your own?
Yes, I do, but I actually don't practice that way anymore. But
Okay.
Finish, and then I'll provide, because that's a more expensive way. There's actually a more affordable way to meditate too.
Yeah, but I love this. I mean, I learned it when I was a kid, and now I never. When I'm really like when something really happens, death, whatever, loss of this, that.
Yeah.
I have to do this because my brain will not stop. And so I just like every thought that comes in, I wrap it in a balloon and I say the mantra and I let it go. Wrap it. And sometimes I'm wrapping thought. And I'm sending it up. And before you know it, you get into that space of stillness, of no thought, between thoughts. And that's who we are. That is the source, in my opinion, the source of where we come from. Yeah. So the more we can access that stillness between the thoughts, we can dip they call it our karma. We could dip the towel of that, the dirty towel, the karma, and we can dip it into the well and clean it. Yeah. And actually clean our dharma.
60,000 thoughts a day. What's truly concerning is 75% of those thoughts are negative and 95% are repetitive.
Oops.
Yes. So that is like some serious statistics. And what Ricky's talking about is disengaging from those negative thoughts, and meditation is one of the most, if not the most powerful ways to do that. So the way we can get into meditation is through what I call a 3-breath technology. And we can do that right now really easily. If you would just
I'm ready.
Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose and release through the mouth. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. Another deep breath in. And now releasing all the stories and the drama. You're connecting your breath with your mind. So the first is body, then the mind, and the third breath in, connecting with me through chi, eternal energy, the breath of life, no beginning, no end. It connects us all, and release. Now feel your fingers tingle as the energy is flowing. And when you're ready, come back to the room. Now that is 20 seconds. If you do that on a regular basis, you're training your body, mind, spirit, and soul to connect with the love, creative energy that we're all a part of on the planet. Whether you believe in whatever, it is we're all energy, and that's the connection that will de-stress. It takes the thoughts, the negative thoughts out. I do 15 minutes of meditation in the morning, and that's it. If you start with 2 minutes, add a minute every day, and all you're doing is just watching your breath go in and out. And when you do that, you train your mind to not think. And when we stop thinking, all those negative thoughts, we're not stressed out. But when we do become stressed out, then feel the stress, jump up and down, stomp your feet, let that negative energy go out of you, because negative energy takes more space than positive energy. And when you do that, then do the 3 breath and you're reset. It's kind of like a little reboot, or you're cleaning out your cookies in your browser, in your life browser. And that way you can just reset in the good feeling, well-being that you are. And we're out of time. That was my final word. Thank you so much for joining Ricky and I. Quick final word from you.
Quick final word. Thank you guys so much for joining this broadcast. My name is Ricky Rebel. You all can find me at rickyrebelrocks.com or on social media platforms. I'm at Ricky Rebel Rocks. Thank you so much for supporting my album, Veronica, out now. It is a for your consideration Grammy record for Best Pop Vocal and also Album of the Year. And I really appreciate everybody for supporting it. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's all about balance, Ricky. You know the drill. Peace in, peace out. World peace through inner peace. And now y'all know to go and have
the best weekend
ever.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pei.